Hi, Soul Family. I didn't tell anybody I was coming on, but I'm on my way to go check out the motorhome, and I told you guys I wanted you to be all part of this. This is my first sign. Check out the license plate. A Hawk 83. The Hawk is the messenger, right? Okay, I gotta tell you some things that happened. Actually, I should tag some friends. Hold on. I'm gonna tag some friends. How can I do this? Sandy, Amy, Phil, Melissa, Erica, Lily, Joy. I'm just telling people I'm on really quick. No one has a clue that I'm doing this. Okay. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, so what I need to do is I gotta put my, I'm gonna put you guys on, I think I'm doing something smart. Hold on. People are like, don't do that, whoops, hold on. Don't do that, you're driving. But that's okay, because I'm gonna put you guys on my little freaking GoPro thing. How can I do this? Come on, help me out here, spider. Okay. There! You guys are on my rearview mirror. Gotta get it out of the way so I can actually see out of my mirror, however. Okay, let me make sure I can see my rear view. There we go. Now I gotta put you guys back to where I can see you. Yay! Okay, let me get this country station off. Okay, so here's the deal. My mom is my, oh, look at that, 50 Cent. We're in the club, we're in the club. Hi, Tim. Hi, Holly. Yay! So I'm on my way to go check out a motorhome, okay? Oh, this is so cool. I can freaking see the road and I can see you guys. Okay, this is a big deal for me. It's scary, you know, because I'm taking a loan out to do this. But I wanted you guys to all be involved in this. And so I want to take you every step of the way as I go along. So I've been scouring the internet and Craigslist and you know, oh my God, Jacob Carroll in front of me. How interesting, the license plate. He's going, what? No, I'm not there. No, but your initials are. Holy crap. What color was that, a black BMW? Black Cadillac, and he turned around. He's following me. How funny. Okay, so I've been looking at, I've been looking at the marketplace, right? I've been looking at Craigslist. I've been everything, right? Because clearly I don't have at my disposal at this moment a great wealth of abundance. I have a shitload of abundance on its way to me, and I have it in many other ways, and I have spirit support, and they've told me not to worry. You've got our support. I can't read a lot of your comments. I can see, hi. Oh, you're sweet. I can sometimes see a little bit, but I have to be watching the road. I don't want to get in trouble. So anyway, I found this one. I showed you guys, and I've vacillated back and forth between a bus and between a step van and doing a schoolie bus up, and I would love to do that, but you know what? I'm not with the love of my life, and I don't have the tools at my disposal at this moment. Now, I did see on YouTube there was a girl that was 18 years old, and she bought a freaking step van herself and did it all up. But I'm going to Arizona, right? I just heard Colorado, so I guess I'm going to Colorado too, and I'd like to go to Wisconsin. So the weather is going to be very inclement weather, right? It's up and down, and I've got 3 little fur children that are going with me, so they have to be safe. And let me turn off my headset. I don't even know why I've got it on. I was working this morning. Anyway, so I looked at all these various ones, right, price-wise and what I could afford, and I don't want to get myself into debt where I've got payments every month I'm going to have to make on that, and I got to know I can cover it, right? But my landlord says the house is going, you got to go. So I had to get moving on it. And I'm a mad manifester. I'm a very good manifester for things that are, especially if you're in line with spirit. When you are in line with spirit and your path, things start lining up, right? So I'm saying hi to people. Tonight is the full moon lunar eclipse. Holy shit kicker, you guys. This is when we let go of the fear. This is where we let go of anything that's holding us back. We let go of the old and we blaze forward. We're trailblazers. Trailblazers! And this is a fucking Aries trailblazer, and I'm doing this. So everyone's shitting on the idea of this and that and the other. No, no, no. And Spirit said to me, you know what? You know what your intuition is saying. What is your intuition saying? Go with your gut. Go with your gut. We're guiding you. My mother is my guide. She is my biggest guide in spirit. And her name is Fran, right? My dad called her Francie. I told you guys all for the last 5 years, I keep being shown France, the Eiffel Tower. You know, the Eiffel Towers are, we are the Eiffel Towers, our soul family. We are the Eiffel Towers. We stand and we're beacons, and we grab the energy from spirit and we shine like a beacon. That's what we are. We're the Eiffel Towers. My mom met me in France. It's always about France. France is also the city of love. I'm doing this for my soul family. This is love, right? So if I'm doing this spiritual work for my soul family and spirit asks me to do this, they're going to support me. I just have to, but people get it so wrong. They all think that, you know, spirit's going to do this, whatever's going to be is going to be, right? Wrong. We need to take the steps towards our dream. We need to follow our intuition. We need to look at the signposts, and then we need to take the steps when we're encouraged to take the steps. So I've been encouraged to take the steps. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, okay, I don't have the cash. My landlord said, get a loan. I went down, I got approved for the loan. I've got the ability to do it. But then there's payments. So I'm sitting there at the bank and I'm thinking to myself, actually I'm talking to my mom, and I said, you know, I don't know, Mom, I'm nervous. My heart's beating and I'm nervous, you know. I don't owe anything. I have $800 on my credit card. That's it. Everything else, I don't owe anything. And I don't like owing things, right? I don't like owing people. I don't like owing the bank. I don't like owing. I pay for everything cash. So this is a big deal. For me to take out a $5,000 loan is a big deal. To you guys, you're probably thinking, God, I've got more than that on my credit card. I don't live that way, right? I live very simply, and I live very frugally, and I live very consciously. So I'm sitting there with my heart like pounding out of my chest. And it's not that the loan's the big deal. It's that my spiritual work, I do so much of my work for free, right? That I have to rely on spirit to bring me the money for my work in order to pay for my bills. So I've looked into the whole thing, and in Sedona, the two places that I could go, an RV park where I would have water hookups and electric, and I would have Wi-Fi, they're filled. The parks are filled. There's not an opening until August, and there's only 1 month available. So that cuts me out, and I'm thinking, shit. So I contacted my friend Joseph Whitewolf, and I just put it out there, and I said, is there anybody that has land that, you know, they would let me park on their property? I'm going to have solar installed in it so I can go mostly off grid. That's what I really want to do, right? But I have to have backup. So I put it out there to the universe. And as I'm sitting there waiting, I just passing a white Honda Accord, which was my mother's car, and it said management on it. She's managing this. So I'm sitting at the bank and I'm nervous. And I said, Mom, God, should I do this? Like, am I being hasty? I'm the fool, right? The Aries fool, taking the leap of faith without looking, without shoes on, right? Without a net below me. That's what I'm fucking doing. And that's what Spirit has been telling Aries to do. Now, yesterday in the reading, I got 2 days. We would like you to wait. And I'm like, okay, what do I wait on? And then I got the number 2. Well, the bank is closed today. The bank is closed tomorrow. So I can't lay down cash today or tomorrow. Right? So there's the 2 days. And I'm still sitting there waiting. I know I digress. I'm going back and forth to all these things, but I'm trying to tell you guys this whole story. And I figured I might as well use this drive in order to do it. Mom, should I do this? And when I was in Sedona, when Spirit took me to Sedona, I needed a bank. I didn't have a bank. I'd always been at a credit union. That was another change for me, right? Getting a bank was a big deal. So I look and I see Wells Fargo, and that was my mom's bank. So I thought, okay, I'll go there. When I went to Wells Fargo and signed my account, they gave me a horse, a pony, which sits in my back seat of my car. I don't know if you guys can see right there. On one side is the horse. One side I've got a giraffe on one side and I've got a horse on the other. I don't know if you can see it, but that came from Wells Fargo. So that's forward movement. That's assistance by Spirit. Hold on, I knocked my little thing off kilter. And also my grandmother is one of my guides too. And my grandmother was an Aries horse. Okay, so all of this is, God damn it. That was my grandma coming through. Sorry about saying that. I don't even say that word that way, but my grandma does. So she literally just came through me right then. That's funny. I don't say God damn it. I used to get really mad at my kids for saying that because I felt it's so disrespectful. There, sorry. Grandma, you shouldn't have said that. So anyway, Mom, should I do this? They hand me this little horse, and the guy says, can you sign your name? Because he's, seeing if I could qualify for this loan. And on the little Wells Fargo, you see this team, and it says, we'll take this path together. We'll take this road together. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. So my landlord's trying to talk me into all these other things. And I realized that for my cats, I can't do that. I can't take something smaller. It has to be big enough. For me, I have 3 children, right? 3 fur children. I can go out and hike. I can go out to a restaurant. I can get out of my car. I can go around, but they can't, right? That's their house. That's where they're going to live. And they're important to me. They're my guides too, right? They're the ones that have been helping me through everything. When my twin souls, God knows where, my cats have been with me. When my daughter and my family cut me off, my cats are with me. So they're a priority. And I don't, so the other night, Willow and Siam were running back and forth from one end of the bed all the way down to the living room, back and forth. And I thought, I can't get a 20-foot van. It's too small for them. They need something bigger. So I find that one, and it's 26 feet, and I'm thinking, shit, that's a big one, right? Hi, Sandy, I'm so glad you're there. I'm so glad you're there. And it's clean as a whistle, you guys. I've put the pictures up. It's an older one, but it's meticulously been cared for. And every time I kept going back to it, because I got this energy, it felt like it was loved. It felt like they called it their baby. They loved it, and I feel as though I'm talking about my twin soul too, right? It's an older vehicle with not a lot of miles on it, but it's been loved. That's my twin soul. Me too, right? Older vehicle, not a lot of miles on it, but I got a lot of miles on me, and I don't mean by everyone else. I just mean I'm older than him, but I just laugh. But I said, you know what? I don't want a brand new one. I like old school classic, you know? I like the charm of, I'm an antique collector. Fuck, you know, it's what I did for a living. And I know how to fix things up. What I don't know how to do is fix up vehicles. But my twin soul does. He's not here right now, but he's a master. Oh my God, I'm looking, I gotta show you. Shoot, you guys. Look at the dragon. The dragon. I'm a dragon, so is my twin. Dragon fish. Okay, so every time I do that, I wreck my whole little setup here. So anyway, I also have a friend, my ex-best friend's husband. She's not my best friend anymore, but he still is. And he is a Volkswagen sales, not a sales rep, he's a mechanic, and he was always my mechanic. He knows everything, so he can help me. So I'm looking at this one and I'm thinking, God, it's so clean, you know? Doesn't have a lot of miles on it because it was a recreational vehicle. And so I talked to the woman, and she was very forthcoming. At first she wasn't, because she probably thought, oh, it's just another looky-loo, right? And I said, look, I'm serious here. You're not answering my questions. I'm serious. I'm a traveling teacher, and I said I need something that's safe, reliable, and convenient, and something that I can drive, something that's dependable, and that my cats and I can go, you know? So she starts responding, and she's telling me all this stuff about it. I want you guys to know what I'm getting, because you guys are supporting me. You guys are sending donations in to fund this. So I want you to know I'm being very careful, and I'm not just throwing, you know, my money out the window, your money out the window either. You know, I'm smart when I spend my money, you know? I don't buy things for myself, and when I buy things, I usually know something when it's a good deal. Sorry, there. I'm good at it, right? Now, I don't know cars, but I have spirit that's guiding me. Okay, this is what I want to show you. They listed it for $8,000, right? They were asking $45, and I heard in my head, I mean, they were asking $55. They lowered it to $55. Just lowered it to $55. And I heard in my head $48, and I thought, there's no way they're gonna go for $48, right? Spirit's like, right then I got a message, expect miracles. I'm like, okay, I expect miracles. I don't care how you do it, Spirit, you just do it. You let them think that maybe her and her husband sat there and talked about it and looked at my page and said, you know what, this is somebody that's doing a really good work. Let's let her take it. She's gonna love it. I'm getting emotional because I feel like that's what happened. We know it'll go to a good home, and we're actually doing something to help a lot of people. So I was scared. I was talking to Sandy this morning, and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to tell her I'd like to come up and see it. It's 2.5 hours away from where I live, right? But I don't have a mechanic to come with me, and, you know, the hoses are good, the generator's good. It was just checked out. It's an Onan generator, which is a $5,000 generator. Yes, it's an older vehicle, but it's been maintained well. It's only got 98,000 original miles. It's been completely renovated from top to bottom by her husband and her, lovingly. She's a young girl, a beautiful girl, and she's got an older husband and 2 little kids. and it's been their baby, and just the energy of it felt so good. Siam, you know, my baby, I put a blue blanket, a real soft little fleece blanket on the bed for him because he kept stealing Willow's blanket. And he went and laid on top of it, and I looked at him, and he kind of backed up, and I said, you don't have to be afraid. I said, I got this for you. I got this for you. This is yours. I bought you this. This is for you to lay down on. And it clicked in my head, I wonder if that motorhome's blue inside, because it's white outside. Remember I told you Spirit gave me the message. I didn't know how to wrap this. I couldn't figure out how to wrap this. So they drove it up to me with a big red bow on it, right? And it was white. Well, this motorhome is white. And I went back and I looked at the pictures, and the inside is blue. Just like when he was sitting there in the middle of that blue blanket with the white edges. I said, I got this for you. This is for you to lay down on. Because you know what? I don't care if my twin is got rocks rich. I don't need a man to take care of me. I take care of myself with the help of Spirit. Spirit says, you go out there and you manifest destiny. You create your reality. He's not here right now, but when he shows up, that's going to be for both of us, and he's going to lay on that bed. So that was another sign. My mom's name is Fran, okay? I get a message this morning. I'm nervous again thinking about this, but every time I think about that motorhome, I get butterflies. I don't get scared butterflies. I get excited butterflies, like really excited. It was happening all night long. I kept visualizing and seeing it and seeing us and how I would move things around. And Spirit's been slowly getting me to go smaller and smaller, right? Get rid of things and condense. I'm used to that. I lived in a room for 6 months when I was in Sturgeon Bay. And then I moved into an apartment with my girlfriend, and I had no furniture, right? And now I've lived in a bedroom when I moved back from when my twin met me again for the first time here in California. He came to meet me at my place, and I was renting a room, one room. It was a big room, but it was the whole front of a modular home, but it was in this young guy's house, and he drives up, and in his black BMW, you know, rolls his window down, doesn't even get out of the car, rolls his window down, and he goes, what are you doing here? This is beneath you. And I'm like, you're gonna sit there judging me, or are you gonna come in? You know? So he comes in, and when he walked inside, he saw it, and he saw that it was me, right? It was condensed, but it was still all my beautiful antiques, and it was done beautifully, and he's like, oh, this is nice, right? But I'm used to small. I like being able to pack my shit up and go. I like being able to pack my car up and drive to Wisconsin in my car. That's my house. I like that idea. I drove from Canada in a huge U-Haul with a giant trailer on the back with 2 kids. I drove all the way here myself. If I can do that, I can do this. So my landlord's shitting all over it. You're like saying, no, you know, this. And then he keeps showing me things that are older or more expensive. And Spirit says, don't listen. Don't listen to the naysayers. You know what we're showing you. Go for this. So I kept it in the back of my mind, but I was staying open, keeping our heart open. Because Spirit wants us to listen to our messages, yes, but they're always telling us to keep an open heart and an open mind, right? So I am. Open heart, open mind. You show me, what do I need to do? And I posted something this morning. I did a lot of posts. I don't know if you guys have seen it. But one of the messages was, when I was asking my mom again this morning, because I need you to keep reassuring me that I'm doing the right thing. Is this a good idea? Do I do this? I'm kind of worried now because people are saying, you know, it's an older vehicle, and what about the motor? What about the generator? What about this, that, or the other? And now the fact that I found out that in Sedona there's no RV park that it's available. There's no park available. What are you gonna do, Sherry? So I'm like, Mom, am I supposed to do this? So up pops this post, and it was a post that I shared years ago, and it was a woman lying there in bed, where I was lying in bed with my eyes open. She had blue eyes, and she was touching fingers to the tip of a hummingbird's beak. Hummingbird said, you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself and others. That's the first message. And the message, I think it said something like, hang in there. Wonderful things happen overnight or in a few moments. Something like that, right? And the person's name was France. I literally started to cry because Francie was, my dad called my mom. And I'm like, wow. So then I know that this is what I want. I'm telling my landlord this morning, and he starts dumping on it. I think because he doesn't want me to leave, you know? He's dumping on it, and I'm like, I said, you know what? I'm not listening. I'm not listening, okay? I'm not going to listen. I don't want to hear any negativity. I don't. And I'm just going to do my thing. So I get a call this morning. I go on my line because she doesn't answer me. And this is how Spirit lines things up, you guys. I write her, and I'm talking to Sandy, and I said, okay, So I said to her, how much did it cost to register? $150. That's one good thing because it's older, right? It's in mint shape, but because it's older, registration and insurance is cheap. Ha! That's awesome. I know that because with my little convertible, my convertible was so cheap to register. And when I went to register this 2016, it was like triple. So there's that. I have a place where I can store it for $50 a month for the next 3 months. I know for sure. I could probably keep it there longer if I wanted to. It's inside a fenced, gated place that the guy lives in, so it doesn't even have to be insured and licensed while it's in there. Although, I will. My landlord's had his boat in there with no insurance, no registration for the last 5 years, and nothing's ever touched it. And he said he'll move everything and let my motorhome go right next to it. So I can work on things, right? I would rather have it at the house so I can start working on it. I might be able to talk my landlord into allowing that. Or I can just drive it over in the front of the house, you know, and do what I want. But anyway, I'm talking to Sandy and I said, okay, I'm gonna make her an offer. So she writes back and I said, okay, look, I would really like to come up and see it today if that's possible. And I take a deep breath and I said, I have $4,800 that I can work with at this moment, because that's the truth. That's what I feel that I can work with, because I'm gonna have to get it registered, right, and insured, and the loan's only $5,000. So I'm thinking, all right. And I said, you know what? I got sad. I got sad because I thought, there's no way they're gonna take that offer. They had it listed for $8,000. You know, they just lowered it to $55,000. There's no way they're gonna take that offer. But then I thought, you know what? If they don't take that offer, then that's not what I'm not supposed to get it. Spirit will block what's not meant to happen for us, right? So I said, you know, so I started looking at other things. I started looking at different ideas and, you know, started watching videos again about maybe I should get a step van and start fixing it up. But I need to get air conditioning and, you know, so I'm looking at all this. I get a phone call. I thought, well, she's not answering me. She's not answering me. And there's a reason. There's always a delay when Spirit is divinely intervening. They're divinely slowing things down because things have to line up, right? So, wow, Owonga, California, somebody in front of me. That's where my twin's brother lived. That's a trip. Anyway, how do I know these things? Because Spirit drops this shit into my head, you know? So for all I know, he doesn't live there, but that's what I'm told. Anyway, I trust what I get, though. I'm pretty accurate. So anyway, I told everybody, remember when I said, when will my twin come home? And my father said, when he comes with crystals in his hands. And 2 weeks later, he showed up with crystals in his hands. Well, when I said, what about this vehicle? And I heard it was an audio vision. Audio vision. It always happens. And that's when they said, we don't know how to wrap this. I didn't know how to wrap this. And then they drove it up with a big red boat. And I said to her, Sandy, it's coming. It's going to happen very soon. Within 2 weeks, it's going to happen. And so here's this vehicle, right? Now, I'm going to see it. Doesn't mean I haven't bought it yet, right? The bank's closed today. The bank's closed tomorrow. I'm going to see it. I'm moving forward. I'm showing the universe that I'm serious. I'm showing the universe this is what I'm doing. I'm showing my twin this is what I'm doing too. Sayonara, sucker. I'm out of here, right? I'm doing this. Get your life together. That's cool, but I got to move forward too. So I thought, well, she's not answering me, so I might as well get online and work, because what do? I work. And I get this phone call from my client, and he normally stays on for like 5 minutes, right? But he kept staying on and on and on and on, and I thought, they're giving me gas money to make the 2-hour trip up and back, right? And then I started looking at the messages that we were getting, and everything was, yes, go for it. I took a picture. I'm going to show it to you guys. I took a picture to prove to you. I did a spread at what the cards were. And at the very end of his call, I said, you're about to get a positive news. You're about to get positive news. It's coming from far away. It's a positive outcome for everyone involved. And right then, I heard bing, bing, 2 bings. One bing was her saying, yes, come on up. And I said, the price is, you're okay with that price? $4,500 and $4,800? And she said yes. I'm just like, okay. The other bing was a friend, a Facebook friend named Fran, which is my mom's name. And she was liking a post of mine. And the post that she liked was one that said, what was it? It was, oh, you guys, it was a post that I shared yesterday. And it was a picture. I told you my mom's name is Fran and she's in spirit, right? It was a picture of a cat lying in the middle of a bed and an older woman like a grandma, like my mom or my grandma, sleeping at the end of the bed on a chair with their eyes closed, in spirit, right? While that cat, which is an orange cat, An orange cat is an Oliver cat. That's an orphan cat, which is me and my twin. And that cat was sleeping peacefully in the middle of this bed. And I said, that's why I need a king-size bed in my motorhome. Because I got 3 cats to be lying on that bed. And if when my twin comes home, we need room, right? So, right, that was the 2 bings. The person's name was Fran. The post was about a king-size bed in a motorhome. And right at that moment, the woman said, yes, I'll take your offer. And what the motorhome has is a king-size bed. There's no freaking doubt. My landlord tried to slow me down and I'm like, I'm out of here. And he goes, you're leaving now? And I said, I'm out of here. And I said to the woman, okay, look, my bank is closed today and tomorrow, but I want to come. I want to go up there. I want to put my energy in it. I want to see what it feels like in there. And you guys, I brought my cards. And I'm going to ask her, hold on, I've got to go to Riverside. I'm on the 91 freeway. And you know what? Talking to you guys, I'm not scared, which is hysterical. I'm always nervous driving on this freeway, but my mind's on 2 things at once. I like that. It's kind of like driving to work and not paying attention, right? Which is what I'm doing. I'm driving to work. So I'm going to ask when I get there if I can be allowed to sit in the van and do our weekly reading in the motorhome. I'm going to move all around it, and I want to do that. I'm sure they'll let me. They're going to think I'm crazy, but, you know, hell, do we care? Do we care if people think we're crazy? No. So I called my landlord, and I said, they took my offer. And he gave me all kinds of negativity. Well, you know, if they took that offer, there's going to be other. I said, you know what? No. That's the one I want. I don't want a bunch of other ones. It's kind of like when my twin comes back and offers me something. He's got a lot of options. He could take a lot of people. Just like me. When he comes back to me and makes his offer, right? I got options. I got 3 men that want me right now. I'm not bragging. I don't want 3 men. I just want one. The one I'm in love with. The one I've been in love with my whole fucking life. And I'm sure that people will say to him, you got options. Why do you want that old one with all those miles on it, right? You got options. And people have said to me, why do you want that one? Why do you want to go back to all that crap, right? You got options. Because I know what I want. I know what I want, and I know what Spirit wants from me. So when I get this many messages saying yes, 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 there's a song right now that's coming into my head. Gwen Stefani and who is it, you guys? I want to say, I want to hear, yeah, 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 yeah. I want to hear, yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause my heart is open. That song. I want to hear, let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let me hear you say yeah. That's what I wanted. And I'm getting it all fucking over the place. Left, right, and center. Signs, signs, signs. I'm living the movie Signs right now. Right? So I called her and I texted her and I said, okay, look, I don't have any cash. Bank's not open today. Bank's not open tomorrow. 2 days. Remember Spirit said 2 days? We want you to wait 2 days. They made sure I'm going to wait. I didn't know it was a holiday tomorrow. What is it? Martin Luther King's Day? Freedom Day? Oh, God. So I'm going up there, and I said to her, I'm going to come up and take a look at it. And I said, I would like to have it checked out by a mechanic, right? I don't have my mechanic, my friend Poppy, my best friend's husband, you know, he's the guy, but I can't reach him today, but he might be able to go with me, but he won't be able to go during the week. My landlord, all of a sudden, you know, he's always wants to help, but all of a sudden, he has no availability for the next 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, my friend Scott, I'll go with you. And he's working. So I'm on my own. So I said to Spirit, okay, clearly I don't know shit about cars, right? I don't. I can look at belts and see if they're cracked. And I can look at records and stuff, but I'm relying on Spirit. I'm relying on Spirit to give me the ups and downs, the yeses and the nos, right? And this is how much faith I have in Spirit. I will take out a $5,000 loan and buy something that I haven't had checked out by a mechanic. If I can't get one there, I'm trusting Spirit. So I did a spread before we left. And you know the messages that I got? Okay, hold on, 1.9 miles, okay. The messages I got was shyness is a factor. Just dating for now. Very attracted. this situation will improve. I'm like, I'm not talking about my twin. I'm talking about my car. Can we not talk about him right now? Because this is about me. It kept coming up. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Will you forgive me? I love you. Fear of commitment. It was a fear of commitment. I'm like, okay, you know what? We need to not make this about you right now, twin soul, because that's what happens, you guys. We're so connected. No matter what I do, he's there. He's always there, right? He's there in my cats. He's fucking everywhere. He's in front of my car right now. JC, license plate. You know, it's like everywhere I go. So I said, you need to step out right now. This isn't about you. And you know what? You got some proving to do anyway. Right now, I'm taking care of my stuff. So he stepped out, and then I started getting Spirit's messages. And I got, success is assured. I asked about the vehicle. I said, tell me the vehicle. Is this vehicle going to be sound? Is this going to be something that it's, you know, the generator's going to last, the motor's good? I need to know, you need to show me that this is good. I got success is assured. Wait till you guys see the spread. I took a picture to prove to you guys. Oh my God. I got yes with an exclamation mark. I got listen to your intuition. You make the move, which is this, right? You go. The answer is yes. I can't tell you all the things, but it was all yes. It was all yes. So I'm on my way. And Gina, let me know. Let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me hear you say yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause my heart is open. You know what? I said that this morning to Spirit. I said my heart is open to receive. And if there's a wealthy benefactor out there that wants to donate their funds to purchase my motorhome and pay off my loan, my arms are open. I literally said that. Whoa, dude. Seriously, that lady almost crashed into my car. It's okay. I'm not looking at you guys when I need to be looking at the road. So anyway, I can't tell you that I told Sandy. Sandy and I have been talking all morning. Sandy's my secretary, by the way. If you guys are wondering, I keep referring to Sandy. Sandy, if you guys don't know her, you would know her from the lives. She always does she's my secretary. She always does my, you know, who's next and keeps track of stuff because, you know, I forget stuff all the time. So we were talking all morning about stuff, and she's like, make sure about this and make sure about that. And she said she had a good feeling too. She goes, I get kind of a sketchy feeling about the girl. And I'm like, no, you know what? I've got really good energy. She's answering all of my questions. Sandy's just cautious. Sandy's just cautious and wants to protect me, right? Which I think is awesome. But Spirit knows how to protect me too. Oh, I might lose you guys. I'm going through where there's not service. I wonder if I'll lose you. That would be sad if I lost you. Although we can't go 2 hours together. I have to come back on and do our reading. But I just felt good energy, you know, and it wasn't from her that I felt the energy originally. It was from, it was from the vehicle itself felt good. It was cool. The colors were cool. Oh my God! What are they? Oh my God. Red Hawk, Vulture. What are you? What are you? Hold on, I gotta see what that is. Oh, is it a raven? A red hawk, a vulture. It might have been a raven, or it might have been another vulture, but a red hawk is keep a higher perspective. A vulture is death, transformation, and rebirth, right? And this is the eclipse energy when everything shifts. I'm changing my lifestyle today. Oh my God, I'm just watching a motorhome drive by with a huge trailer being towed behind it. Oh my God. I also have it out to anyone in Arizona that has property, right? Maybe it's not Arizona. I heard Colorado a second ago in my head. That's kind of cold, but somebody has property that they want me to be on. I can do like exchanges, right? Service exchange for water or for electricity or for rent or whatever, or I can pay them rent, you know? I'd rather pay to be on private land than pay to be in an RV park. Although they do have all the hookups and everything. I can't go in the carpool lane. Okay, so what else? It's blue. It's blue and gray, and that's interesting. It's blue and it's blue and white and silver. That's significant because blue is, I'm not wearing it right now, but blue is the color of truth. Blue is Archangel Michael's color. Blue is the color of my twins lapis lazuli, my pendant that I always wear. I'm not wearing it today. White is coming clean. White is purity. White is truth. And silver clarifies water, which is emotion, right? Silver's my thing. So silver, blue, and white, it's dialed in, you guys. And it's so clean and it's so pretty as it is right now. And I'll make it into I'll make it, oh God, I was just gonna say something and I heard my twin saying no. I said I'm gonna make it into a hippie mobile. I'm gonna add all my beautiful stuff, but I'm not gonna add a lot. You know, I wanna keep it a little bit more streamlined. I just heard him say that. And it's true, right? I don't need to have all that shit. But I gotta figure out how to put my screen, my vintage screen in there. Oh my God, there's another red hawk. Oh, I can't turn it around, but it's just sitting in the tree. It's huge. That's my totem. Woo! Yes! So, I don't have to keep you guys on. Ask if they will let you take pictures. Oh, are you kidding? I'm gonna fucking take a video. I'm taking pictures. I'll go live with you guys while I'm in there. But I mean, what do you think? If I asked them if I could sit in it for an hour and do a reading, do you think they'll let me? I say they will. I told them that if I want it, I'll give them a deposit. The scary thing is, I'll give them a deposit, but I won't have the cash, and they're fine with that. I could not give them a deposit, and I could just trust that nobody grabs it, right? And then go back with a mechanic to check it over. But I don't know a mechanic. My twin isn't here, and Poppy's gonna have to work, right? Unless I could get Poppy to go with me tomorrow, but I don't know. I left him a message. Other than that, my landlord, he doesn't know shit about cars. I know more about cars than he does. So I don't know. What else? What else are you guys saying? Yes, she will say yes, you can do the weekly reading. Thank you. Good. Good. I don't know how many people are left. You guys are probably bored. There's 9 people watching. I don't know, you guys. I gotta tell you though, I was busy last night, and I was busy online on YouTube, scouring over, you know, redoing motorhomes and living in RVs and redoing short buses and redoing schoolie buses and I really love the idea of redoing a schoolie bus. I really did, but they're not welcome. People don't like them. People feel like they're too, well, it's kind of like spiritual people, right? Get your fucking hippie mobile off my property. You fucking peace and lover. Get out of here. That's the shit that they get everywhere. I've been listening to all these videos. So I'm less likely to be hassled driving a pretty Winnebago, you know? It's a Ford Winnebago. That's another thing. I always thought of found on road dead, fix or repair daily, right? But my landlord said that the older the older Fords and Chevys are easy to work on. So that's a plus. Sherry, search Google for highly reviewed mechanics, shop in the area, and take it there. Just a little practical advice. I know. I would do that before I bought it. Before I gave the money, I would do that. But right now, it's Sunday, and I don't think anyone's open. I could look, but tomorrow it's a holiday. Nobody's open. Even my bank's not open. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to have to, this is about trusting Spirit. Spirit said to us that we knew this was coming, especially I knew it. Sandy, you know it. We're being asked to take the leap of faith. And remember the sacred fool? That's me. The sacred fool. People think what you're doing is foolish. People think you're out of your fucking mind. People think that this is outrageous. This is stupid, blah, 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 blah. But Spirit is telling you, you are being guided and you are being told that you can trust this. We're watching your back. So I am trusting Spirit. If Spirit did not want this to happen, they would not have accepted my offer. It would be too late for me to go up there. I gotta tell you, there's no fucking traffic, like zip. I didn't realize there was a holiday weekend. This is crazy. No traffic. Any other time that I would drive up this way, it'd be wall-to-wall people and scary. No traffic at all. I'm not nervous. Everything's smooth. Everything's going. It's normally like a 2.5 hour drive to get there. It's an hour and 40 minutes today because of no traffic. The road is empty. Everything is open. And I said to Spirit, when I went to Wisconsin, I didn't know that I was going on my spiritual path. I had no idea. Spirit knew, but I didn't. And when I got there, all the doors opened. Just like, it was ridiculous. I had the red carpet unrolled. Everything went my way. It was harder when I went to Sedona. You know why? Spirit didn't want me to go to Sedona. They wanted me to go to Phoenix, and I wouldn't go there. I wanted Sedona. So they said, all right. But it was a little bit more difficult because I insisted on having what I wanted. There's another message in that. Spirit brought me a soulmate. You guys probably know him. Most of you know my soulmate, Tony. He's a great guy, wonderful spiritual man, wonderful person. I got together with him. I loved him. Oh my God, license plate 223 right in front of me. Because of your faith and unswavering devotion towards something that you believe in, a miracle is about to happen, a miraculous healing. That's about me and my babe. It's right there, and it's a purple car. I don't know if you guys can see it behind me. Can you see it? Oh my God, that's hysterical. Anyway, Tony was a soulmate of mine. He was there for a reason. He was a good man, but it ended, right? And I know that a lot of people would rather have me go back with Tony. But I asked for my twin. And in order for me to have my twin, he wasn't ready. He had stuff he had to go through. He had shit. And Spirit said, okay, if that's what you want, you can have it, but you're going to have to wait 5 years. I was literally told, your fiance goes away for, they said your fiance goes away for 4 years. That's what they told me. And I'm like, first of all, he wasn't my fiance, and he's probably shitting a brick listening to this video right now because I'm saying that. JJ in front of me on a car. But your fiance goes away for 4 years, and he did. He came back 4 years later is when Spirit brought me to him. So that was a fact. I was pissed when I heard that. I didn't believe it. I thought, no, that's not true. That's probably just me exaggerating things. No, it was true. 4 years. So it's been 5 years since we have been together, and I asked for that. And Spirit says everything that you're going through, for all of you and me, everything you're going through is to prepare you for what you asked for. So you remember when Callie, the ending, Callie came? You asked for it. This is what you asked for. You didn't realize that you asked. You didn't realize that you asked to get kicked out of your house. You didn't realize you asked to get your job, be fired from your job. You didn't realize you asked to get cancer, so you had to lay in your bed and reevaluate your entire life. You didn't ask for all of that stuff, but you asked for something, and in order for you to get that, that was preparing you to go through whatever and to get whatever you needed. So I needed perseverance, determination. I think, and there's discovery along the way, right? I just saw a discovery car, it's white. So we had discovery along the way. Another message is, my twin needed to see how dedicated, loyal, honorable, and that I wouldn't give up, that I persevered, that I loved him that much. He needed to see that too, because I don't think he trusts anybody, right? And what are you gonna say? Geez, that's been my best friend. She's been there the whole fucking time. She's never stepped out. She's never gone with anyone, no matter how many guys hit on her. She loves me. She loves me more than my family loves me. And that's a fucking fact. So, enough of him right now, because I digress, because this is about me right now. I had to learn how to be strong for myself and love myself, and he may not be ready for, what did Spirit say? 4 years, so he's ready. Where the hell are you? Oh my God, there's a Great Dane in front of me. A Great Dane. There's a message in a Great Dane. I can't remember what it is, the Totem, the Great Dane. Somebody look it up. The Great Dane, and it's green, which is love and healing. There's a huge message in that. I'm driving by all these truckers, right? If they can drive those big long rigs, I can freaking drive a motorhome. Woo! So anyway, I'm moving ahead. There's nothing blocking us anymore. Spirit's already said that. None of us. We already had the blocks removed. And that's another thing I talked to Christina about yesterday. I said, you're holding on to something. What are you holding on to? Because her back is sore, right? Painful. And I said, are you doing stretches? Yes. And I said, but are you doing a stretch where you just let go and release? Think about that. We need to stretch out of our comfort zone, and then we need to release. We need to let it go, right? But also it's the full moon, your lunar eclipse. And so we need to let go of something that's blocking us. And generally what's blocking us is us. It's our fear, it's our stubbornness, it's our wanting to do it our way, it's our wanting to control things and tell Spirit how something should be done. We're our blockages, so we have to figure out what's blocking us. I said to her, you gotta figure it out. I know what's blocking me, fear. and you don't make arrangements, right? I thought about, well, what if my twin's like right here? What if he's like right ready to come home? You don't stop living your life because he might right be there, because what I'm looking at right now is a cocky rooster. My twin is so cocky. He's arrogant. He's very beautiful. He knows how much I love him. And he's thinking in his head, I can fucking get her back anytime I want. She loves me like she's never loved anybody before. She knows that I'm her twin. Doesn't matter that I fucking ghosted her and ditched her and broke her heart and cheated on her and lied to her. Doesn't matter. She'll come back to me. Well, not before I get a motorhome and hit the road. And while I'm on the road, Spirit might bring me something else. So don't be so cocky. And that's why I'm doing this. People would say, you know what, you're going to do this 1.4 miles, Highway 57, okay. You're gonna do this, somebody said that to me. You're gonna do this, and as soon as you do it, he's gonna come back. And I thought, well, oh no, this isn't it. Fuck, stay where you're at, Sherry. I do this every time. I always take the wrong exit, then I gotta loop around and go back. I'm not gonna stop living my life for anybody, right? I keep moving forward. I mean, God knows, he might run out tomorrow and get hit by a truck, and then what? I still have to live, right? Not to mention, I don't care if you're wealthy and you could buy a brand new motorhome, Jake. I like this one, and this is my motorhome. Right? This is my motorhome. And I'm looking at this old motorhome right next to me. It's older than dirt. Wait till you guys see it. You're gonna see it when we go. Can you see this one right here? And it's cute. Can you see it? It's old. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you can see it. Right there? I don't know if you guys could see that. Now I fucked up my thing again. Hold on. I'm laughing that my grandmother came through. That was pretty funny. Sorry. I can't get over this. Now I'm on the, I don't know what this is, the freeway, the 5? There's no traffic. This is crazy. Hey, dude, stay where you're at. He's got a red truck and he almost hit me. It's like, really? That's why he has a red truck, so people can see him, because he doesn't know how to drive. This is me as I was driving down from Canada with my kids. Oh my God, I had no fear. I was friends with all the truckers. I'd go by the truckers, and you know, when you drive consecutively for several days, you're with the same people on the road, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a few days. And, well, I usually do the drive in 2 days, but it was gnarly. So I'm driving with them, and every time we'd go by, my son would go, whoop, whoop, and they would do that, right? And they'd honk at me, and they'd flash their lights, and we'd be like, hey! They'd like, come on now, or slow down, there's a cop, and it was awesome. Hi, Joy. Hi, smiles and waves. Great Dane message. Don't wait for someone to tell you what to do. Use your intuition. Yeah. I'm not waiting for anyone. And there's that song, right? I think about her and she knows it. What was it? Maybe I should stop and start confessing. What is it? She's not into hesitating. She doesn't like to wait. She's not into hesitating. Yeah, that's me. Oh my God, I'm laughing. Oh, 1, 2, 3, right in front of us. 1, 2, 3, one step at a time. There's another song. I got your back, you got mine. One step at a time. 1, 2, 3, one step at a time. I think it's called Walk the Moon. I got your back, you got mine. Spirit's got my back. Woo! So all we have to figure out is where the hell I'm gonna park it, right? I don't have to sweat it for the first 3 months or 2 months. I heard by Spirit 2 months, not 3. My landlord goes, no, you could be longer, because he's probably not gonna sell the house. I'm probably gonna leave him before he's ready to leave. I asked Spirit if they could line it up, right? So he doesn't have to feel lonely, so that we could kind of part together. But I think now that it's getting right down to the wire, and he sees that I'm actually doing this, he's getting scared. So he's giving me 210. Okay, he's giving me trying to give me kind of blocks. But once an Aries gets their teeth into something, we don't let go. We're like a pit bull. Oh, that's a really good message. I saw my twin driving around in a red car with a pit bull driving. That would be me. Passion. Oh. Trucks are great friends on the highway. Yeah, they are. Oh. I think, okay, 1.4 miles west, 210. Oh, geez, now I switched lanes. Sorry, dude. Oh, the guy in the red truck's like, lady, you've changed lanes 3 times. Okay, so that's it. I don't think we should have to stay online this whole time. You guys are probably bored with me. But hopefully they're going to let me get into the into my motorhome. Oh, I gotta think of a name for her. Oh, I already know her name. She's the mermaiden. She's the mermaiden from the forest mermaiden. Okay, so we gotta think. She's blue and she's silver and she's white. Oh, she's the mermaiden. Oh my God, Sandy, I wish you could paint a mermaid on the side of my on the side of my motorhome. I wonder if you could make one on a transfer and I could stick it on the side of my motorhome. Sandy's the most amazing artist. So is Janice. I've got such talented friends. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. 0.4 miles, 210 west. Oh, I get to name her. I get to name her, and I get to put ganache inside of her and all kinds of, oh God, I'm excited. All night long, the butterflies in my stomach, and they weren't sad butterflies, they were excited, happy butterflies. And they showed up this morning, butterflies everywhere, butterflies. I was just like, oh my God, there you are. Woo! That would be cool. So 18 miles. Wow, I don't even have to get off. This is the easiest trip I've ever taken to LA. I hate LA. I'm not really in LA. I'm kind of like on the outskirts of it. But I normally panic driving through here because of people drive like complete freaking morons. And the roads get narrower. But it's cool because I don't know where's everybody's at. They knew I needed to be on the road. Oh God. Okay, you guys. So I think I'm gonna let you go. And if you want, I'll let you. I'll give you a heads up when I'm gonna do the reading, and maybe I could do a live reading with you guys if you want me to do that. I don't know what everybody's doing. I mean, it is Sunday and people have shit to do, right? It's already 4 o'clock here, so I don't know. I might record it. But I definitely will take a video so that you guys can see it. I'm going to take a gazillion pictures. I'm going to open up every cupboard. I'm going to take a picture of every freaking thing. The tire treads, the engine, the hood, the underneath, the freaking toilet, everything. I'm taking pictures of everything. I'm so excited. I'm buying a house. I'm buying a house for $4,800 that I don't have yet. I don't have it in my hand yet. I do have it. I have more than that. I just don't have it in my hand yet. Ooh, there's a bitchin' old car in front of me. It's really super cool. And it's for sale. It's baby yellow. Can you see it, you guys? Can you see that old car? I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. If it's taken care of, and if it's been taken care of with love, right? It'll go forever. This car right here, this is a Toyota. We go 500,000 miles, so we go 500,000 light years. That's what this Toyota engine, this is what I have right here. And I gotta tell you, my grandmother lived to 98, my great-grandmother lived till she was 102. I plan on not dying. So, I know my twins' family thinks this is an old beat-up car, but I gotta tell you, I'm gonna go a lot longer than they are. And I'm probably a lot cuter than they are, too. So, there. And that's if you pull your head out of your ass and get it together and I choose you. I might be loving my motorhome so much that I might just want to have a little bit of fun. You'll join live? Okay. All right, you guys, I love you. I gotta let you go. It's getting a little busier up here. Thank you for being with me. I'm super excited. I love you. Bye. Bye.